Here's a picture of a young me sporting a schmuppin shirt. Just a commemorative photo of me killing my first animal. Never have liked alien invaders, never will. I made myself a hot water soup and I'm now going to play some EDF for the very last time. This game is the same as 2017. My initial excitement went something like, gee willikers, golly, I'm bazooking big bugs, this is the best. This enjoyment is stealthily replaced by game worldly desires. Better gun, better gun. It's the Borderlands for people who love the Dreamcast and arcade games. The problem is not frame rate, voice acting, or any other thing amateurs get hung up on. Who cares, you nerd? I love IGN. IGN Review. Doesn't get no better than that. Nice music, dorks.
Earth Defense Force 2025 is all about blowing up tons of bugs and having a great time.
Brian Albert.
Unfortunately, the fun is often held back by an inconsistent frame rate that dips more often than a heart rate monitor.
It dips more often than a heart rate monitor, the frame rate do. I don't get it. This nerd's either an avid jogger or worried he's going to have a heart attack before he hits 30. Brian Albert, I wonder. Athlete or big fan of Taco Bell? The problems are unlockables and filler. To make a game with a lot of great levels, you need a solid core, like Super Meat Boy or Kid Chameleon. EDF is bare bones at its core and tries to mask this with numbers. Number of enemies on screen, number of weapons, and number of stages. It's easy to be too caught up in all the explosions and big bugs to notice the scarcity of real content, but after 50 hours, it never feels like there's any significant strategy to most of these stages. Because there ain't. Stage within's in a tunnel. Stage within's in a tunnel number 2. Only one way out of this tube. Flush it down. Flush it down with explosives. Flush it with bombs. Even on ground level, the creepy crawlers might dilly-dally for a bit on a skyscraper, but in general, the enemies just want to chew on something, and when you're the only person around, they answer heading south for the dinner. They answer heading south in a V formation for the dinner. Keep on running and shooting. Don't even think about stealing my hot water soup. That's my dinner. The flying critters don't have anything to distract themselves from immediately dive bombing, dumping a bunch of flames on your scalp. So where enemies are initially placed on stage makes little difference. And what stands between you and them also makes little difference. They'll sniff you out in no time. There's no place to run because you can't run. You kind of roll a bit. No place to hide since walls are imaginary. Trying to dodge bullets in this game is like trying to play hide and seek with God. So the best strategy in EDF is the best gun. It might never appear. And picking up hundreds of red boxes so you can be a bullet sponge. Even putting all that aside, they could have made leveling up and item collecting a little less of a chore. First thing, if I wanted to pick up crap, I go to the backyard. Even if you manage to pick up a brand new gun, the chance of it being anything worth using are low. They even admit with some of these weapon descriptions that they're total junk. Sort of like the people who hand out candy necklaces on Halloween. Not a girl first. Smarties are crap. Definitely gonna take this gun that fires one shot, can't be reloaded, into a battle of hundreds. Into war. I like it when the differences between completing an easy stage and a harder stage is simply a matter of skill, not the amount of hit points or a magical laser gun. The content wears thin long before the last stage is reached. Switching between classes can make the monotony a little bit more tolerable, but not enough to escape the feeling that valuable time is being squandered pining for imaginary guns. Time I could be using to flip through field and stream and pine for real guns. Just kidding, I don't hunt against my pappy's wishes. Speaking of field and stream, does every cover a deer? 7 days you must hunt this fall. Best of the rut. Sounds real exciting. What do we have here? What in the world?
Safe regions are decreasing.
I don't know what's going on right here. I'm getting like pulled through the floor. It's like bizarre. This spider's playing Bizarro World fishing game and I'm the fish. I don't like being the fish. Please get the hook out of my toe. I live on top of the earth, which is below the sea, and I'm being fished. I'm being reeled in.